The Lion King, written by Sunil Gangwani, published in the year 2010. Years ago, I had read a short story on advertising which was under a glass tabletop at Admas, an advertising agency run by Mrs. and Mr. Rangachari Raghavan. The story ran as follows. One day, in the jungle, a lion roared loudly and all the animals ran helter-skelter. A rabbit observed this and thought to himself that if the lion can rule the jungle with one roar, so can he. Next day, imitating the lion, the rabbit raised his head to let out a roar and managed a feeble squeak. From behind came the lion and with one stroke of his powerful paw killed and devoured him. Underneath this short story was written the maxim, advertise only if you have the goods to deliver. Times have changed since then. The concrete jungles of Delhi, which seem to be in total disarray, boast of playing host to the Commonwealth Games in October 2010, while the cunning, the crafty foxes, the snakes up the sleeves, and other predators are advertising and making false promises, and in the process milking and bleeding the common man of his wealth. As all this goes on, Shera the lion, the official mascot of the games, looks on. The Lion King, Suresh Kalmadi, is, however, putting up a brave front. True that 3 modern-day rabbits have dared to roar, were devoured. But what about many others who are rumored to be hunting and offering their pound, here real pounds of flesh, to none other than the Lion King himself? Talking of pounds reminds me of London and the Queen. It also brings to my mind the following evergreen children's nostalgic rhyme. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I have been to London to look at the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I frightened the little mouse under her chair. Times have again changed in this matter also. Instead of pussycat, the Lion King had been to London to visit the Queen's baton relay, and instead of writing, doctored the computer mouse and brought back a tampered email to prove his innocence. While in school, the practice before the school games was known as heats. Now, before the Commonwealth Games begin, the heat is on, though with a different meaning. Now, the games that politicians, the high and mighty, are playing have spot rewards, and they are all enjoying it as the gullible, voyeuristic Indian man glues himself to the television and watches with glee all the controversies surrounding it, oblivious of the fact that part of his money is also being laundered somewhere in a foreign bank. He is also ignorant of the fact that invariably this game will have a predictable ending, and that is with the presentation of a clean chit. Two sayings are apt enough with respect to Commonwealth Games. One is the fence eating the form, and the other is time is the best healer. By the time the Commonwealth Games are over, so will be the monsoon, and all the charges against Mr. Kalmadi would be watered down. At the end of it, when all athletes return with their tally of medals, the Lion King would have bagged the maximum of gold, silver, bronze, and cash. Thank you for listening. Now, some of the words and meaning. One day in the jungle, a lion roared loudly, and all the animals ran helter-skelter. Here, helter-skelter means undue haste, confusion, or disorder. Devour means eat hungrily and quickly. Underneath this short story was written the maxim. Underneath means situated directly below. Maxim means a saying or a short statement expressing a general truth. The concrete jungles of Delhi, which seem to be in total disarray. Disarray means a state of disorganization, confusion. The cunning, the crafty foxes means crafty means clever at achieving one's aims by indirect or deceitful methods. The snakes up the sleeves. Up one's sleeve means a strategy, idea, or resource, etc., kept secret and reserved for use when needed. Predator means an animal that naturally preys on others. Prey, P-R-E-Y, prey means an animal that is killed by another for food. Making false promises and in the process milking and bleeding the common man. Here, milking means exploit by taking small amounts of money over a period of time. Mascot means an object represents an organization. The Lion King putting up a brave front. Put up means resolute, dauntless, and brave. To react or face difficulties with high spirits. The Lion King had been to London to visit the Queen's baton relay and, instead of frightening, doctored the computer mouse and brought back a tampered email. Tamper means interfere with something in order to cause damage or make unauthorized alterations. While in school, the practice before the school games was known as heats. Now, before the Commonwealth Games begin, the heat is on. Heat is on means the pressure in a situation is very high. The high and mighty are playing. High and mighty means one who behaves as though he is more important than others. Gullible means easily persuaded to believe something. Voyeuristic means deriving enjoyment from seeing the pain of others. Glued to television and watch with glee. Glee means great delight. Oblivious means unaware. Oblivious of the fact that part of his money is also being laundered. Launder means conceal the origins of money obtained illegally by transferring it to foreign banks. Invariably means always. Two sayings are apt enough. Here, apt means suitable, appropriate. Predictable means expected. Clean chit means a certificate of exoneration given by law enforcing agencies to suspects in a crime. Exoneration means officially absolving someone from blame. Absolve means declare someone free from guilt or punishment. Thank you.